Good morning, natural gas. It's Wednesday, March the 11th, 2026. I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. And for the spot April natural gas contract, we're currently up. We're currently trading at 880, up 6.8 cents, or over 2.2%. And as you can see, the RSI is trying to turn higher. One of the tricks here we can use just on the daily chart, just drop it down to an hourly here. And as you can see, we're about to get a crossover on the 13 and 48 period exponential moving averages. But right now, the RSI is trying to turn down a little bit. So we may see a test of that 307, that's the 13 period exponential moving average, before we start climbing higher. But let's take a look at what else is going on in the world. And here's the Persian Gulf. As you can see, we've still got a traffic jam over here in Oman. We've got clusters around Abu Dhabi and, of course, around Qatar. But there is one vessel sitting right here at Las Ravan, the Al Raya. I hope I'm pronouncing that Rayan correct. But more important news here is we talked about those bulk carriers yesterday trying to make the transit. In particular, how about this one here? And this is a bulk carrier here under the Thai flag, but look what's happened. We've got something that hit it this morning, and it's got a hole in its hull. As you can see, it's on fire, and the crew has evacuated. Right now, as you can see, there is a big gash in its hull. We don't know if this is a cruise missile, a mine, or a sea drone, but this is right in the middle of the Strait of Hormuz, right here. And so, are the Iranians mining the straits? It's very possible, but something hit this bulk carrier, which means everybody's going to sit on the sidelines until the coast is clear. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. And as you can see, that is also pointing down here on the pivots. And you could see we're still above the daily pivot, which came in at 304.30, but we are holding above support. As you can see, first support 293.80, and we're still not able to get over first resistance, which comes in at 312.40. So we've kind of got a sideways pattern pointing a little lower here in the next hour or so, but it looks like factors are building to push this higher. Let's take a look at the TTF. This is the tidal transfer facility, the marker for Europe, and this is currently trading at 48.15 euros per megawatt hour, which equates to about $18 per MMBTU, and it looks like it's trying to point higher. And let's take it down to the candles because it's hard to see here. As you can see, it's been much stronger for the last few days. It is trying to point upward. And let's take a look at the April through October strip for the US, and the RSI is open to the upside. It is still below our value level, which comes in around $3.60 per MMBTU, but it looks like this is going to push out to the upside. Let's take a look at the US weather, and this is from Pivotal Weather. And as you can see right now, we've got some cooler temperatures across the upper Midwest and West, and warm temperatures across from Texas over to Florida and up the eastern seaboard. But as we move further into the forecast period, boom, there comes some colder temperatures again, descending straight down through the upper Midwest, through Minnesota, all the way down into Missouri, and cooler temperatures as far south as Texas. So it pushes all this warmth out of the south and out of the eastern seaboard as it goes through time. But let's take a look what else happens. It gets warm again. So we're oscillating back and forth. We're seeing 90s here in Southern California, Southern Arizona, 80s across Texas, and of course 70s across Florida. And what happens again? Boom, colder temperatures coming through the west. This is around the 23rd. So as you can see, this pushes down across again into Texas, across the Rocky Mountains, upper Midwest, but it is moving across the eastern seaboard over time. As you can see here, it pushes out in a broad swath as we get through the end of the month here, and then it's just holding cooler temperatures across the upper Midwest, the mid-Atlantic states, and New England. So maybe we're going 1, 2, 3, and then we'll finally be done with winter. We can only hope. Let's take a look at Europe, and it's pretty mild across the forecast period here. Some cooler temperatures across Turkey, parts of the Isles, which is the UK and Ireland. As you can see, France and Spain do get some cooler temperatures around the 14th, which is just 3 days away. But overall, it remains mild. As you can see, warmer temperatures coming in around the 19th, but then cooler along the southern belt. It isn't cold, it's just cooler. So what about storage? Well, it seems to have stabilized across the EU right now at 29.3% full. The Germany down to 21.5, France down to 21.9. Let's take a closer picture, and here's the Netherlands here at 9%. This is a record low for early March in the Netherlands on natural gas storage. So right behind it, Croatia at 10%. Best one still, Portugal at 77%. It's been pretty mild over there. Let's take a look at the weather in Asia. Same kind of picture here. It is up and down, but it is generally mixed at this stage. It's pretty seasonal. Unfortunately, you see some cooler temperatures coming across the eastern seaboard as we got further and closer toward March 13th, which is 2 days away. And then, of course, the 14th. And as we get further and further across the forecast period, it gets warmer and warmer as we do exit winter and move into spring and early summer. How about the U.S. nuclear fleet? Well, we're currently at 13.2 gigawatts that are offline, again, for refueling, maintenance, trying to get ready for summer. We do peak at the end of this month into the first 11 days of April. And let's take a look at Golden Pass. We got some good news again there. 303, 245 MMBTUs into the system. This is starting to ramp up. Let's hope they can make first LNG by the end of the month. We should see this number closer toward 800,000 MMBTUs because that is the full capacity of at least one train. So let's see if this continues to stabilize over the next few days and then start to ramp up here because Europe will welcome the news. How about the stocks in the oil and gas E&P sector? Stocks between $2 and $10 billion and have a high short float over 10%. And this is just the one-day performance. And as you can see, it is a kind of mixed bag. Murphy up 2.02%. Northern Oil and Gas up 1.2%. BKV, unfortunately, pulling the pokey puppy here at minus 3.65%. And behind me, CNX is only up 0.4%, $40 even on that stock. So again, recapping here for the natural gas contract for spot April. Currently, right now, we're trading at 309.10, up 7 cents or over 2.32%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.